NASCO is a loyal Wildcat activity supporter and Kellogg-based construction management company. Their primary focus is supporting our military through the performance of multi-million-dollar federal construction contracts. NASCO has a long history in the Silver Valley, where their home office has been based for more than 25 years. They have enjoyed continued growth and now have multiple satellite offices nationwide. To date, they've worked on over 50 military bases and performed more than 4,000 construction projects across the United States. NASCO has had the privilege of working with the U.S. Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs to plan, develop, and complete their new visitor center, which will both serve as a designated Colorado Welcome Center and illustrate a day in the life of cadets through interactive exhibits. NASCO provides support to our military through the construction of essential facilities used to train, prepare our soldiers, and enhance our nation's warfighting readiness. NASCO is proud of their Silver Valley roots and is actively involved in local community events and activities. You can find them on the web at nascousa.com. Wildcats Live would like to thank NASCO for being the original gold level supporter and proud partner. Thank you, NASCO, and go Wildcats! With over 55 years of business in the greater Silver Valley and beyond, Watts Appliance is your go-to place for all things appliance sales and service. Watts Appliance is 4 generations family-owned and operated and has the inventory and know-how to handle all of your appliance needs. Not only will the team at Watts guide and recommend from their impressive inventory, but they also service any purchase if and when the need arises. In addition to appliance sales and service, Watts also specializes in commercial refrigeration sales and service. So head on down to 3 North Division Street in Pinehurst, not just to see their iconic seasonal window displays, but to let Sherry, Brock, and the Watts team let you know what's up. Wildcats Live would like to thank Sherm, Luana, Sherry, Brock, and the rest of the Watts family, not just for the exceptional service, but for their endless support of Kellogg High School activities and Wildcats Live. North America's premier silver mining and refining company and headquartered in Denver, Colorado, Sunshine Mining and Refining is a precious metals production, development, and exploration company primarily focused on silver. Their namesake project, the Sunshine Complex, is 100% owned by SSMRC and is North America's only vertically integrated silver complex. Located in the mining-friendly Coeur d'Alene Mining District in Idaho, the Sunshine Complex is composed of the Sunshine Mine and Sunshine Refinery, located in the heart of the Silver Valley, Kellogg, Idaho. Sunshine Silver Mining and Refining support many local endeavors and are Wildcats Live Gold level sponsors. Check out their website at sunshinesilvermining.com to learn more. Go Wildcats!
gymnasium for the 3A District 1-2 volleyball tournament. Match number 4 features the Spartans of Priest River High School and the Wildcats of Kellogg High School. Integrated sportsmanship is a top priority of our school. Idaho High School Activities Association and the Student Advisory Council. We are paid a complimentary admission to this event, entitles you to enjoy an exhibition of skills developed by our students in an educational setting. Please give the participating athletes your positive encouragement and support. The record of applause and talents of all players is appreciated. Please be an example to those around you. And now, the lineup for the Spartans. Number 1, a junior, Kennedy Kingery. Number 2, a sophomore, Callie Stranger. Number 3, a junior, David Soro. Number 4, a senior, Jason Young. Number 5, a sophomore, Lexus Scott. Number 6, a senior, Anthony Humphrey. Number 9, a sophomore, Reagan Turner. Number 10, a junior, Tony Marinello. Number 11, a junior, Leah Jensen. Number 12, a sophomore, Ivy Nixon. Number 13, a freshman, McKinley Burgess-Piet. Head coach of the Spartans is Peyton Moore, assisted by our assistant injury, Mike Lundgren, and William Pratt. And now for the Wildcats. Number 1, a sophomore, Dave Regina. Number 3, a freshman, Kellogg Regina. Number 4, a sophomore, Dakota Hope. Number 5, a senior, Austin Ross. Number 6, a freshman, Callie Clark. Number 7, a freshman, Leanne Wilt. Number 8, a freshman, Jan McDonald. Number 9, a freshman, Ella Schillerup. Number 10, a senior, Reagan Oakley. Number 11, a sophomore, Clara Griffin. Number 12, a freshman, Hadley Bush. Number 13, a junior, Danny Henderson. Number 20, a sophomore, George Muskie. Wildcats are coached by Steph Batchelor, assisted by Casey Figueroa, Jasmine King, Crystal Luna, and Felicia Cassidy. Grim Reese Knight, Mark Patton, Brad Andrzak. Line judges are Zach Chan and David White.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Wildcats Live. Some of you have been with us a couple different times already today. It's match number 3 of the District 1, District 2, 3A Central Idaho League Volleyball Tournament. This is the second semifinal match of the day and the final volleyball match of the day between the host and league champ Kellogg Wildcats and the Priest River Spartans. Spartans knocked off St. Mary's in a loser-out game earlier today. That was played at 10 o'clock. The Spartans come into this as the 4th-seeded team in the tournament, which is crazy because they really have been significantly better than the 4 seed, in my opinion. But Wildcats come in. They've gotten to watch quite a bit of volleyball today, and now it's time for them to go. But a special treat for you guys is we've got a guest co-host today. A former Wildcat athlete, a Wildcat athlete mom, Miss Jennifer Figueroa Kroc. Hi, Jen. How are you?
Good. How are you?
She's a little nervous about doing this. That's okay, though. We had to coax her. This is literally a season's worth of coaxing to get her up here. And, in fact, last 2 weeks ago during Kellogg Montessori football game, you actually heard her husband Cody Kroc on the football broadcast. So, yeah, he'll be in the booth tonight with me. So, got Jen. We'll have Cody later. Wildcats going to serve first. So, starting tonight for the Wildcats, senior number 10, Reagan Ortley, junior number 13, Danny Henriksen, freshman number 12, Hadley Bush.
This is her first start.
That is impressive.
Yeah.
She has been an energy guy. She was really a part of the reason the Wildcats stormed back and beat Grangeville last week in that really important district championship match, league championship match. That one goes long. Sophomore, number 1, Paige Regina. Sophomore, number 22, the libero, wearing blue for some explicable reason, the snack-sized assassin, Jordan Stutzky. And number 3, freshman, Ella Regina. And then the starters, the same for the Spartans from earlier in the match, or their earlier match. Interestingly enough, for the Spartans, Aaliyah Jensen was injured in that first match against St. Mary's, and she is playing in this match. Hadley Bush doing a lot of work at the net right there. So really exciting. Wildcats get the point on the hustle play. Jen, what have you enjoyed about watching these girls play this year?
You know, it's crazy to me because every night it's someone different.
That's true. Absolutely, 100%. Obviously, you have a connection to one of the players a little bit, Miss Aaliyah Philp, who has been a revelation as an outside hitter, especially as a freshman. But, you said someone else every night. Oh, we're going to get a double hit there. Poor Ella. That is like, if there was one flaw in Ella's game, it's that she gets hit on those double hits so often. But, these girls are fun. There's a lot of energy out there. I love the way they lift each other up. There definitely doesn't seem to be, what a hit there.
Yeah, that was a good kill right there.
That was a really, really good one. And, a lot of people, so we do our Wildcats Live Player of the Game. So keep track throughout the match. If there's a player that's really consistently standing out to you, we've had different players of the game throughout. I think last week in that match against Grangeville, what an ace right there. We picked Paige Regina, who has been consistently, I would say, one of the Wildcats' best players, if not the best player. She doesn't get as much shine because I think we expect her to be so good like all the time. But, keep an eye out for who you think. Some people have, oh, my goodness. And along with the point, Wildcats secure our first ever in-game lawsuit. Yeah, and our Wildcats Live Player of the Game is sponsored by, we get Player of the Game gift cards from the Beanery, thanks in part to a partnership that we have with Miss Tammy Atkins, who is one of our OG line judges. She's got Brood Awakening is where she's gotten some, and then Sarah Still from the Beanery has donated some as well. Ooh, punch over the net there by Priest River. Priest River feels kind of just on their heels early even. Oh, Danny Henriksen.
That was nice.
I love, and this might be my favorite part of volleyball, is after a play like that, when they get into a big circle and just scream at each other.
Well, that's called celebration.
I think we should talk to Mike Martin about incorporating volleyball celebrations into basketball. I don't know how we would do it. Maybe just the bench.
The only one that would do that would be Porter Lewis.
That's 100% true. That's a fair thing. I don't know. I think we could get Red. Red would do it. I don't know. If we get enough guys, we'll have Jaren do it. Jaren will be down there with us this year.
Jaren didn't do it during volleyball. She ain't going to do it during basketball.
So, Wildcats, Priest River going to take a timeout. Wildcats up 8-1. They're very much looking the part of the number 1 seed right now. And Priest River really, truly looking the part of the team that's already played a match today. And St. Mary's, that first set, I don't know if we talked about it, that first set between St. Mary's and Priest River, final score 31-29. So they played deep in that first set. Second set was a neck and neck, 13-13, and then finally Priest River put it away. And then the exact same thing happened in the third set. So none of the matches or sets that Priest River has already played today, they didn't come easy. There was a lot of points scored. You wouldn't hear 3-0 and think that it was remotely competitive, but for the first 2 sets, Priest had to absolutely work.
Nice,
Great.
Joe. Sorry.
You're good. That's exactly what I want to hear. Nice, Joe. I don't think I've ever called her that. I don't have that kind of relationship with her. But that's Jordan Stutzky right there. We're going to get a net violation. And I've been pretty clear. I think most people know Reagan Ortley is one of my favorites on this squad to watch. I just like how passionate she plays, and she seems to always be like a good teammate, which is a really kind of a lost skill in my opinion. Reagan Ortley, punch.
I just like this service run from old Ella Regina here.
Yeah. And our freshmen, I mean, we have really kind of turned into a volleyball factory, it feels like.
It's crazy because when I was in high school, it was basketball.
Yeah?
And now it is totally volleyball.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. I've had a chance to go and watch the 8th grade A team a few times, and absolute wagon down there. They're playing their district tournament this week, or right now as we speak, down at the middle schools and the administrative annex. Haven't gotten an update on them, but I have to believe that if Greta Engel and Addie Sawyer are playing, they're probably doing well. And Greta Engel and Addie Sawyer are probably 2 names that you're going to hear on Wildcats Live before too long. Just very, very talented volleyball players.
How many serves has Ella got? Are we on?
I think she was on an 8-point run there.
That's pretty impressive.
Wildcats up 11-2 here. This is actually, I think, the biggest lead that anyone has had in any of the 3 matches that we've called today. So, fun little tidbit. We've called 2 matches already. What do you got, Jen?
I was actually worried because sometimes beating a team 3 times in a row is difficult.
Yes, 100%. And this Priest River team is arguably, that's going to sail along. This Priest River team is good. I mean,
they're scrappers.
They beat Orofino. They did the thing that we needed them to do to get an opportunity to be the 1 seed. Otherwise, there's a really good chance this tournament could have been played about 3 hours south of here. And, Hadley tried to clear the chairs to get after that ball into the crowd there. Funniest conversation I had. I told the girls when they were in here, I said, hey, I don't want to pick on any of you, but there's one question I got to ask. And it was funny because that goes into the net there. She knew I was going to pick on her immediately. Dakota Hoke hides her face. And I'm like, Dakota. And she pops out shyly. I'm like, what is the stank face? Because yours is pretty epic. She's like, I come from a really competitive family. That's just how my face is.
That's a true scoop right there.
And I was like, okay, I like it. Oh, what a block. Aubrey Groth.
She's been fun to watch this year.
And, the tough part is we're definitely a team that has benefited from having some really good upperclassmen. But unfortunately, that kind of came, that block right there, that came at the disposal of like Reagan and Aubrey getting reps the last few years. And they got in sparingly when, matches were either out of reach or if Steph was, waving the white flag. But we didn't have a chance to see what Aubrey was really capable of. And this year, it was like she won a player of the game one match, and it was kind of her, like, coming out party. Oh, that's going to be
that's
tough
a double.
over the antenna. Yeah, good hustle
I thought
by
that was
Danny.
going to be a double.
But she's been just a revelation on that front row for the Wildcats, very much needed.
She's one of the best blockers we got.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Her, Hadley, Reagan, and I think double hit there.
Yeah. I think that's why we've seen Hadley start tonight, too. She's really putting in some good blocks for us, which we struggled in this season, I feel like, watching from the outside.
We're not a very big team.
No.
That's one of the things that teams like Grangeville, if we end up playing Grangeville in that district championship tomorrow, Grangeville's size, what a
beautiful kill.
Grangeville's size is one of the things that realistically, one of the things that we have to figure out how to overcome, because last year at state, I don't know if you made the trip over to the state tournament at Lakeland, But, I mean, we got kind of laughed out of the gym because we were not the tougher teams, especially at the net. That's going to sail long, but we're going to get a tip call there.
Yeah, that definitely was a tip right there.
We had one earlier that we got on replay during the Grangeville-Orofino match where it was hit and you heard the block. It echoed through the gym, but, like, it happened so fast that no one, like, was brave enough to call it. And so the block wasn't credited. It was oh!
Oh!
I don't think Jordan got that pancake, but they really they let her have credit for it. Jordan Stutzky.
She's an animal.
Imagine if she was like, with her speed, if she was like 2 feet taller. She'd be like the best athlete in the world.
She puts in work, though. That girl is doing work.
Yeah. Along with the travel volleyball and the travel basketball, and, like, she's playing nonstop. Like, really nonstop. And on the basketball court,
that's a tough point
miscommunication right there. And if I'm Coach Steph, I might be taking a timeout here. If it gets to within 3, I want to take my timeout and keep my lead rather than.
What I've noticed watching her, though, she tries to let these girls play through it before she'll call a timeout.
Yeah.
There's a net.
Net violation. And I don't know if we want necessarily.
There she goes.
Yeah.
She did it.
You know, one of the things we talked about this, especially in the Orofino match, it felt like on Orofino that Riley Diffin is their best player, and they go to her nonstop. But in the third set that they lost, that they probably could have won, they tried to give the ball to other people to get other people going, and it just, like, don't change now. Now is not the time to change your strategy. You guys are the 2 seed for a reason. You won a ton of matches this year. Now is not the time to change what you're doing. So, like you're saying, letting coach, she lets them kind of play through it. Maybe if it hasn't worked, maybe don't try to force it now. You don't want to play with fire because right now is the time where you don't want to play. If we play 2 matches and get a district championship, that's perfect. We're happy with that. We don't want to play 5 matches. I mean, for Orofino now, if Orofino wants to make it to the state tournament, they need to win 4 matches in a row. And 3 of them are going to be against league opponents who are familiar with them, and the other one is going to be against a team they don't even know in a neutral site in a play-in game. And those are just hard matches to win. Ooh, that probably would have gone out.
Yeah.
What's the hardest part about volleyball when it comes to
Paige. Go. Good.
Good, Aubrey.
Block. Oh.
Snack size assassin. doing hitting things from the back row from the libero spot. I love it. Ooh. One dump deserves another there. Good hit by Reagan. Uh-oh.
Oh.
And Simon and I have talked about it before, but, like, so you have those balls that are going out of bounds, and, like, you know that it's going out of bounds, but you can't help yourself. But is that hard? How hard is that to, like, stop yourself?
It's pretty hard because if you're, right there and you let one go, that's a point,
That's true.
And you don't have a whole lot of time to think about it.
No, you got to either commit or you don't do it.
Right. And, like, I don't want to age you at all, but you played side-out volleyball.
Yes, we did.
Where the matches were, a 5-set match in the side-out era was like 3 hours. It was longer than a football game.
Yes, it was.
And they made the change between my sophomore and junior year. And I remember going to games my sophomore year and be like, I can't do this. I can't do this on a school night. And then the change. Do you like the change to this rally style volleyball, or?
I do. Yes, I think it's way better.
Okay.
I think it's made the sport more popular too. I think it's faster paced. Point-wise.
Oh, that's going to go just out on Ella Regina's tap over the net there. Wildcats up 16-12. They're doing really well right now. They played with fire a little bit, letting Priest River back into this. But plenty of momentum here. This is one of the more unusual serves. She starts sideways and then turns, and then the way her body finishes on the serve, it looks uncomfortable. Ooh. Great kill there.
Yes. Who is that?
And that's if that's number 6, I believe that's Desi Humphrey.
Yep.
Desi Humphrey was really kind of the savior of Priest in that first match against St. Mary's. When things started to kind of go sideways, she put the team on her back. Between her and I believe it was, we'll take a look at my notes here.
I love the Priest River coach. Man, she is amazing.
Yeah, and that's Coach Ward, Kaylin Ward. She's been a fun one to watch, up and coming over the years, and really kind of the same energy and vibe that, like, you know, Steph now in her like 8th year doing this and doing it at a high level. But you can see when you bring a coach in that has kind of that youthful energy, what it can do for a program. And you know, Coach Ward a year ago kind of had that team that nobody wanted to play because even though everyone was like capable of beating them, like it was never easy. And so they were always in a weird, that sail's long. We're tied.
Yeah, I feel.
She never lets him think about the pressure of the situation.
I think she wants to be out there with him. Like, I think she has a hard time staying back
Yeah.
where she has to be.
And she honestly looks like she finds like immense joy in watching it.
Yeah.
Like when it's going well. And talk about some good serving here from the Spartans, and the Wildcats just struggling to stay in on their hitting here.
Yeah, it's going just a little too long.
Yeah. And this is Reagan Turner. She had a really good match earlier too. And the serve that she has is just a weird kind of like an obscure knuckleball that I feel like has really challenged the Wildcats in how they play it.
Ooh, there we go.
Good right there. Ella Regina going to right the ship or at least stall the momentum for a moment. Hadley Bush back in. We've got Jordan Stutzky to serve. Tied up at 17s. No one said it was going to be easy. And in fact, we're going to get a double hit there.
No, that was a net.
Oh, a net violation here.
I think when she went up, her back got it a little bit there.
Oh, good eye. And those are the things that might be the one thing about the rally style that I don't always love is when, you know, penalties just give points.
Ooh.
Whoa. Oh, let's get that one on a replay. You take a look to your right, Jen. You'll be able to see our replay screen. Wait for it. Here it comes.
That
Jordan
was good
Stutzky
placement.
just kind of pops it, and it drops perfectly there. Page serving for the Wildcats.
Ooh, that was a good one.
Just right at him. Dakota Hoke in the game. Her strength on the back row. She's really come a long way since the beginning of the year. Good at playing those balls that get over the tops of our net players. And then also she's a really solid server. So just another sophomore, another underclassman that's just a joy to watch, even if her face doesn't tell you. Hadley. Oh, good hustle there. And, you know, the Hadley, for as good as she is, you know, the Wildcat varsity roster is just, you know, we have 2 seniors and a junior, and then the rest are sophomores and freshmen. So when you have, like, numbers like that, and it's not like our JV team is a slouch. Our JV team is very talented. Hadley probably just kind of finds herself in the wash a little bit where at her position, you want her to get reps. So for much of the year, it made sense for her to be at the JV level. That was a carry there, I think.
Yeah, she was on JV. I mean, formally, right?
She played most of her reps this season. Yeah, most of her reps this season as a JV player. She played in, I think, both of the tournaments that the Wildcats went to, both in Ryrie and over in Spokane. And when you put that into terms that maybe someone, serve goes into the net there for Ella, that is, I mean, the Wildcat basketball program over the last couple of years has been no stranger to having floaters. Quite simply, we want our younger guys who are skilled practicing with our upper level guys, knowing full well that the bulk of their reps are going to come in JV games. but that we need them to be ready. That one had bad intentions on it when she hit
I wish
that
would have landed in. That was going to be a good one.
But last year, especially down the stretch, when we didn't have much size, suddenly we were really, really reliant on Ty Cheney to play minutes in a basketball game where he had been used sparingly. Wow, that was a net crawler if I've ever seen one. Reagan's hit kind of lazily creeps over the net. Love it, though. Little dump there from Ella. Uh-oh, little miscommunication by the Spartans. Spartans up 1 here. Danny going to push it into the back row. And we're going to get a double hit here, and we are knotted up at 21. And we have not seen Aaliyah Jensen in the game. She was the one who did get hurt in that match earlier. She warmed up with the team. She has a knee brace on, but she was icing her knee, and it looked like she was in some kind of like heavier brace. Ooh, what are we going to get here?
A double.
A double hit. You just don't like those kind of mistakes. Got to clean it up. Priest River takes the possession and the point. 22-21 here. Ooh. Oh, Aubrey just in bad position, like not her strength. And Coach Steph Batcheld are going to take a timeout here. Wildcats down 2. Still in good position, but Spartans with a ton of momentum and just looking like they're having a grand old time over there.
Yeah, if you watch her huddle, she will get into them a little bit, and then at the end, she kind of completely relaxes.
It's been a lot of fun so far. Competitive. I think the Wildcats open up that 11-2 lead, and Priest River just like kind of slapped them awake. Like they were not really ready to come out and do what they had already done once before, and now they're, trying to make the most of it, but they came out a little flat. And then it was like once they woke up and came to life, suddenly they really did come to life. I mean,
they're all warmed up already. They already got to play.
Yeah. I mean, but if you put it in the points, in just simple points, they're on a 21-10 run right now. And that is stealing momentum if you ever saw it. Here's the serve from Marinello. Regina's hit. Let's see what they do. A little tap over the net, and it looks like Ella, I don't know if she rolled her ankle or.
I think that came off the block weird.
Yeah.
She was in position, and then she had to try, and.
Yeah. Marinello serving game or set point for the Spartans here. Stutsky pops it up.
Come on, Danny.
Danny's kill. Dug out perfectly by the Spartans. Uh-oh. Spartans in a little bit of trouble. Stutsky flying all over right now. Good kill there, and that drops in. Huge play there. I believe that was Aubrey Groth.
Yep.
Putting the ball where there was nobody on the floor.
Oh, and this is the server we want. Danny's been really good.
Yeah, Danny's been really, really, really great this year.
Yeah, she has a great serve.
Wildcats play some defense here.
Oh, there we go. Good block, Paige.
Ooh. Oh, and we're getting.
Yes.
Yeah, the Spartans stopped playing for some reason.
They thought it was a net.
Yeah.
And they didn't call it. They just looked up like, hey, she was in the net. Well, you can't stop playing.
Yeah, play to the whistle is the rule, I think, in any sport. Hendrickson serve popped up.
That was a beautiful set.
Stutsky over to Regina. Good hit. Might have been a little long. Reagan hit. Good. Oh, long. And Priest River takes set number 1, 25-23. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be back with set number 2. Thanks for watching Wildcats Live.
Purple and gold through and through. Shoshone Glass has been serving the home and auto glass and glazing needs of the Silver Valley and North Idaho for more than 50 years. With 3 generations of family expertise and community loyalty, they have a well-earned reputation for hard work and excellence. No matter what your needs, you can rest easy knowing that your project will be handled quickly and professionally. From energy-efficient windows and sliding glass doors to bath enclosures and mirrors and a comprehensive auto glass service as well. Let the experts at Shoshone Glass take care of your home, auto, and business needs by calling 208-783-1159 or going to shoshoneglass.com. Go Wildcats! With over 55 years of business in the greater Silver Valley and beyond, Watts Appliance is your go-to place for all things appliance sales and service. Watts Appliance is 4 generations family-owned and operated and has the inventory and know-how to handle all of your appliance needs. Not only will the team at Watts guide and recommend from their impressive inventory, but they also service any purchase if and when the need arises. In addition to appliance sales and service, Watts also specializes in commercial refrigeration sales and service. So head on down to 3 North Division Street in Pinehurst, not just to see their iconic seasonal window displays, but to let Sherry, Brock, and the Watts team let you know what's up. Wildcats Live would like to thank Sherm, Luana, Sherry, Brock, and the rest of the Watts family, not just for the exceptional service, but for their endless support of Kellogg High School activities and Wildcats Live. I should put a transition back to the live.
Back, ladies and gentlemen. Josh McDonald here alongside Jennifer Kroc. And we are heading to set number 2 of this semifinal match between the Kellogg Wildcats and the Priest River Spartans. You know, during the break there, Spartans won set number 1 in kind of come from behind fashion.
What just happened there? Were we in the net?
It's like we're going to get in something in the net. So something happened. Priest River gets the first point.
I think we were in the net there, unfortunately.
So we had a little spirited debate during the intermission there. Wow,
Ooh,
what a hit there by
nice,
Paige. Where I made it sound very much like Kellogg shot themselves in the foot more than, you know, Priest River coming and taking it to us. Jen, who has arguably been around way more volleyball than I have in my entire life, not arguably, factually, 100%, she said that Priest River played really, really great. And so I would like to hear, you know, I made the point that Kellogg gave the Spartans kind of in my, what I called some free points by hitting out of bounds.
Which we did,
yeah.
But what we gave them inbounds, they also dug up.
And I have no defense of that. This is what we talked about in, I think, some of the other matches, especially the one that we called between Kellogg and Priest River, I think about a month ago, that it feels at times like Priest River has like 7 people, 8 people on the floor.
Oh, that was a nice hit there.
They cover the floor really, really well. That is like the strength of how they play, is let the other team.
Ooh, nice spot, Paige. Sorry.
You're good.
That was a good spot right there. She's seen that open side.
So what do the Wildcats need to do here then if they're going to have to deal with a scrappy Priest team that digs everything out? What's the strategy to beat that?
They got to look for holes like Paige just did right there. That was great. She's seen that side. It was open. And just
put it where it needed to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
Like that. We can't be doing that.
Yeah.
We got to tone that down a little bit.
And that's one thing. So in that Orofino-Grangeville match that we watched earlier, there were a lot of times where in these back row situations, instead of trying to hit it, both teams used like really good long sets into like the back corners where it felt like maybe they have a little more control over where the ball goes and how fast it gets there.
Ooh, that was a line hit. That was a beautiful.
How did you like that? How'd you like that angle right there? That's a good angle, right down the line from above. That's the best shot in the house.
I know. That's why I wanted to come on here, to be honest.
Selfish reasons, but I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Coach Batchelder, and that's giving away points. You know, that's
which is unusual for her. That first game she went on that
run, yeah.
Yeah.
Wildcats were outscored, I believe, 23-12 to end set number 1, which is just a tough place. It's going to be hard to win matches when you're letting teams go on any sort of run that gets into like double digits. And hopefully the Wildcats didn't,
watch line.
overlook.
Ooh, she's killing us on that line.
And you had talked about during the break there, wondering if Coach Batchelder was going to change up her rotation a little bit.
She usually does. So
yeah.
She didn't this time, though.
When we have some hitters that are not in the game right now, we Callie Clark and Aaliyah Philp are quality hitters and have been all season long. And so you have to wonder, that's a great one right there.
That's what's hard, though, because Danny Henderson normally plays outside in all of her clubs, all of her everything.
Yeah.
They tried her at, putting her at middle, but Hadley's really been developing as the middle there, so it's just kind of hard when you have all that, which I love Aaliyah.
Sure.
But it's just it's hard when you got, like you said, a loaded
roster. Yeah.
And Danny's a junior.
Right.
And then you got Paige who can do that. It's a hard situation for everyone.
Right. And that's the coach's curse. Everyone always talks about wanting to have a loaded team with a deep bench where you can go, but at who do you put in for who? Those are the toughest parts of coaching. Is sometimes you're blessed by talent, and sometimes it's a curse. And not that I'm saying any of these girls are a curse, because obviously we love having just arguably the deepest bench in the Central Idaho League, deepest roster for sure. I feel like you could make an entire other varsity team out of the girls on our bench, and they would be competitive. Ooh. See, I like to see more of that. I feel like some teams weaponize that a little better than we do.
Watch line. Good block. Whew.
And the coach is coming out in you right now. I love it. Have you coached any volleyball?
I did little kids quite a while ago.
Coach is a coach is a coach. Don't devalue just because the age group. And in fact, if you were coaching little kids at volleyball, that was probably tougher than coaching older kids.
But my daughter's coming in the realm, so I'm sure I'll be starting back up.
You'll answer the call when it happens. Wildcats have kind of pulled back into this.
Yes.
A lot of it having to do with that girl right there.
Yes,
Danny Henriksen.
She's on it tonight. She's hitting really well.
And for those of you listening, we need to let you know, if you're a Wildcat fan or the parent of a Wildcat fan, tomorrow for the second half of the district tournament, an anonymous donor has volunteered to pay the fees, the entry fees, for any Kellogg High School student who wishes to attend the district matches tomorrow, whether that be the district championship or if it's, the bottom side of the bracket, they are able to attend, they need to just come in, show their ASB card, and we have an anonymous donor willing to take care of that. So let your students know. Don't let money not be the reason that they don't come watch the volleyball team perform tomorrow. So, and shout out our locals for being so generous. Even when they wish to remain anonymous, we still want to shout them out and give them credit. They know who they are, and we are thankful for them. Wildcats tie it up, Jen.
They did.
There's a lot of
I got a little nervous there because sometimes we start off a little flat-footed in that second match.
what do we call it? We call it the second set lull, I believe, is what we've lovingly pinned the issue that we tend to have here. And maybe our second set lull was more of a end of the first set lull. Danny serving for the Wildcats here. The black-on-black uniforms is kind of throwing me off.
Ooh,
Great block
right there
by Aubrey.
We need more of that. We need that on that line hitter. What's her name? Priest.
Oh, was that Desi Humphrey?
Yes.
Yeah.
We need more of that on her side.
Desi Humphrey and Reagan Turner are the two big-time hitters for this Spartan team. They've been really good today throughout both matches. But, yeah, Aubrey Groth, one of the things about Aubrey that I've really liked and really grown fond of watching is that she's one of the taller girls on the team, if not the tallest. Her timing is good. She knows not to try and jump with the girl hitting. She jumps like that fraction of a second after the fact. Ooh.
That was
Got a little wide-eyed there.
It was a little slow set, and she got up underneath it, popped it up.
Hitting mechanics is so fascinating to me because it doesn't make sense to me how some of these girls are able to basically just send that ball into the court, like just straight down, you know. Oh. And Aubrey's just so good at the misdirection. She can awkwardly fall and still tap the ball.
Get up, Paige. Ooh,
good hustle there.
Go, go, go.
I think Jordan's playing up a little too high there, maybe. Is that kind of her realm in the back there to make sure something like that doesn't happen, or?
That's tricky because she's got to, if that would have came off the block low, she needed to be up. But you just don't know where it's going to come off that block, so it's hard to, decipher where you need to stand.
Yeah.
But she needs to have backup. Someone should have rotated over a little bit.
Gotcha. Good kill there from Paige Regina, who's been real good tonight.
Yes.
Again, though, it's always kind of unassuming. It's like we saw her explode last year and doing things at such a level that we've gotten accustomed to seeing really good freshmen here.
Yes.
A couple years ago it was Danny and Abby Neff.
Well, I don't think there's been a tryout where a couple freshmen haven't made it. We've had, on varsity since Haley.
No, and before that, Sierra, Jaron, and Samantha Bryant.
Yep.
In my day job, I write for the newspaper, and
right there, Josh. Sorry, Aubrey was up for that block. She touched it. Jordan was in her right spot, but the way that came off the block, that's the kind of stuff that just kind of
This is quality insight, Jen. You should do this more often.
I don't know about that.
You're really good at it.
Oh, right there.
Wow.
Ooh, that was beautiful. I wish that would have hit the floor.
The friendly confines of Andrews Gymnasium sometimes what a block.
Right there. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about with Priest River when we were talking about it earlier. They're scrappy. They are scrappy.
Good punch over the net.
And she was able to get it around the antenna, which is really good. Oh,
when I had the girls up here
nice, Paige,
for that interview, and Jordan Stutzky, I was talking to her about, who would you rather play? And they were like, oh, St. Mary's. I absolutely would rather play St. Mary's.
Yeah.
And I was like, why? And they're like, Priest River feels like they're everywhere. And Jordan goes, sometimes that Desi Humphrey will just throw her hand out.
Oh.
She just throws her hand out and gets a hand on the ball there.
See right there, they got us again.
Yeah, you have perfectly illustrated that point in a way that I would have never understood even an hour and a half ago. And I'm very thankful.
That's why when I see you out, I've been trying to tell you.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Ooh.
Okay, now we're starting to kick ourselves in the foot. We gotta
tighten up a little bit.
tighten up a little bit.
This 13-13 spot, this has kind of been the spot where teams have lived and died.
Ooh, nice, Dakota. Way to be there. Way to be ready. Ooh. See?
Hadley,
That was a beautiful kill. Beautiful
freshman,
kill.
Freshman.
Freshmen starting their first game at districts.
And now we're seeing why.
Ice
Right there.
Yeah, ice in her veins. Though, like, if I had to say, give me a girl on our team who reminds you of Priest River's coach, it's Hadley. It's 100%. They have the same, like, energy and, like, mannerisms and, like, kinetic, like, bounciness.
Yeah.
They feel like they're always kind of bouncy.
Which isn't a bad thing in volleyball. Once you get on a run, it's momentum.
Yeah.
It really, really, truly is. Once you start, you get down, it's not good.
Ooh.
Ooh. That was a good thought. Just a little long. Yeah.
Wildcats now 15-14 here.
That was open though.
Yeah, it was the right idea.
Yeah.
It's a little too much sauce on it. Ooh.
Ooh. Nice. That was a good up.
Ooh. Something kind of almost like the pop up in the air there by Ella Regina was not good for her. She was uncomfortable. She was off balance, so she didn't get it quite where Danny needed it, and then Danny couldn't quite get it the way she wanted to get it. Just kind of a comedy of errors here, and I bet we might get a timeout here from Steph. Yeah, there's the timeout.
Cody just said, how beautiful was it? It was actually really beautiful, Cody. It was a good hit.
And Cody.
Don't make fun of me. You're coming on later.
Yeah. I think last time he was on, Ryan Beggerly told him how cute he thought his voice was. So, like, someone's got to harass you a little bit while you're on the air. That's the fun part of this.
Is that? That's.
Yeah. And when you've been doing it this long, like, Simon likes to tell the boys who help us, he likes to age me by talking about how I used to do the radio broadcasts. And doing AM radio broadcasts is way harder than this because you have to, like, be really grossly overly specific, like where the ball is, where they're hitting it from, and like if you don't know those spots, and so you end up sounding like a dumb auctioneer because you're talking so fast, and if you mess up, you can't correct it. You just have to move on and then hope that you remember during the next dead ball to remind yourself to correct yourself, even though no one will have any idea what you're talking about. So you get immune to it after a while, but every time it's somebody's first time, you got to get harassed a little bit. And it was beautiful, Cody.
It was.
Bring it full circle.
I'm also prone to Miss Danny as well.
Hey.
She's my family as well.
Oh, yeah?
Miss Danny, pretty much, yes.
Well, she is a stud.
Yeah.
I have enjoyed watching her in all athletics since she broke onto the scene here at Kellogg High School a couple years ago.
Ooh, nice, Joe.
Ooh. Ooh. And Simon might have said it best off screen, but danger zone.
I really hope we can pull this out. I don't want to have to do the reverse sweep.
No, in Grangeville, it might have just set the blueprint for how to do it, but Kellogg should not be in this position right now.
Ooh.
Yeah, Danny seems a little off balance with some of her hitting on that side. I don't know if the ball's just not getting put where she likes it.
I don't know. It just.
Does it seem off a little bit? Just a little bit? Not quite her normal. Oh, good hit there by Paige. Back foot.
Doing a good job of neutralizing Danny a little bit, making her hit where she doesn't normally go.
And you've got to allow Priest River to make those kinds of mistakes. You know, sometimes that urge to make a play to keep things going comes alive, and you can't. That impulse control that we talked about before, being able to pull your hands back. Great serve there.
We're going to get a free ball. We need to capitalize on this.
Ooh.
We're not going to with that.
Good hit there by Reagan.
Come on, Paige. Yes. Ugh.
Just Priest is just, they cover the floor so well. I do love when she does that, though. That is good job, Paige.
See where Paige is? That's where Joe was. it was just coming off weird, but they're in the right spot.
We get a replay on that one, Simon. Danny on the kill there, kind of on that like wraparound wind up there. Absolutely love it. And it was big time for the Wildcats. They're down 3 right now, 19-16. Hadley Bush just making herself as big as she possibly can. And understand it, like she might be like 5'8" and like 100 pounds. But she makes herself like a perfect like 6 foot wide circle when she jumps.
Ooh, right. Way to be there, Joe.
Uh-oh. A little miscommunication there.
Okay, line.
Oh, that hit the antenna, I thought, but we play on.
No, it hit the tape. It was good.
Oh, my.
I went to school with her dad. We graduated together.
She is absolutely a stud and has, I mean, anyone questioning why we have a freshman who's never starting a district match, I think your question's been answered pretty quickly here.
Called by Chris Johnson, firing up the school song. Plus points for that.
We do love hearing that school song. We got kids clapping. We got a student section. And, like, for you Wildcats Live fans, man, we're going to finish this matchup, and it's a little bit of a breather, and then we're coming right back at you with a football game at 7. It's senior night, too. So I think we have 5 seniors? 6 seniors that we're going to honor tonight. So a big-time game, a really important game between the Wildcats and the Grangeville Bulldogs. Both teams, I think, still have one game after this to wrap up their league schedules. So kind of an interesting situation where our league is a little more competitive near the top than I think people thought coming in. But, yeah, you got Wildcat sports, at least another 4 hours of it today.
Got to keep this momentum here.
Yeah, Wildcats trailing by 1 here. Great serve. Good block there. Hadley. They're trying to just kind of pop it over the top of her. They're tired of.
Come on, Danny.
Ooh,
yes.
That was
tipped.
That was tipped.
That was touched. Oh. I think they missed that one. That one definitely came off her hand.
See it on the replay here.
Getting that line judge clearly just said no, it wasn't.
There it is.
Right there. Yeah.
And in the replay, you see the ball change directions.
Ooh, go. You got it. Oh, that was a nice hustle play by Ella.
Taking away the tip. I mean, 1 point, 1 play completely changes the trajectory of this matchup. Marinello serving for the Spartans here. Oh, Danny with a spike. Yeah.
Okay, we need to push. Right here, Hadley. I don't like when they disappear back there.
That is, even with the bigger window, still.
Good serve by Hadley there.
Oh.
Ooh, that felt like a carry. Yaunt on the hit there. Oh, and Ella made that judgment call that we talked about.
Yeah.
And
that's what's hard. Sometimes it's almost better just to go for it.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Wildcats no longer can trade points. This is now
Steph's going to take timeout here.
timeout to kind of stall some momentum. She'd been calling it for about 20 seconds before the ref finally looked over. And you can
Oh, it's fine.
that tip that wasn't called changed the momentum in this match so drastically. And it's an absolute shame. The referees are human. And sometimes I think officials at times need to, he thought he saw it being tipped. The net judge, is that what we call him? The lead official?
The lead official is the up ref.
Okay, so the up ref
is the lead official.
Signaled that he thought it looked like it might have been tipped. The line judge says no, but sometimes I feel like, somebody got to trust your gut. You know, if you feel like you saw that ball change direction, you probably did. And in the land where we can't use replay in high school sports yet, it's coming. I'm sure it is. Yount serving here. Oh, and that one was definitely going out, and that was another one of those impulse control situations where I think Ella just could not help herself there. Yeah, there's a reason that they were, you know, they beat Orofino. Only one other team beat Orofino this year until Grangeville did. This is a very, very competitive. It's a very, very competitive Central Idaho League.
Come on.
Blocked.
Go, go, go.
Regina gives them a free one here, 19-24. And that's going to be in, and that'll do it. Set number 2 to the Spartans, 25-19. We're going to need the Wildcats to take 3 in a row here. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with set number 3. Thanks for watching Wildcats Live. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I would be remiss if I didn't tell you that I was a little surprised right now. We're heading into set number 3 of this semifinal match between the Kellogg Wildcats and the Priest River Spartans.
We're changing it up a little, it looks like, too.
And the Wildcats are down 2-0 to the 4th-seeded Priest River Spartans. who have just been kind of a wagon here today. They have just not let up at all.
We have moved Danny to middle, and Aaliyah is back in on outside.
So bringing in one of our tenured hitters this year.
Oh, go. Nice,
Good
Reagan.
hustle. Free ball for the Spartans here. Good play by the Wildcats to keep that one alive. Create a little opportunity for maybe some more offense. Ella Regina, a little tap over the net there.
Watch the line.
Oh, finds soft spot. There's Aaliyah. And we're going to get a double hit here with, like, there was a whistle, but it was arguably one of the saddest whistle sounds I've ever heard. K-Town better figure this one out.
You're welcome, Robbie.
Shout out your brother.
Come on, Aaliyah. There we go.
Great hit there by Aaliyah.
Ooh, see, that's what I mean. They're just everywhere tonight.
Yeah, your insight in that, oh, gosh, snack size assassin. Killing it.
Danny. Yes, that's what we need right there.
And it, you know, these other teams that we've watched, especially the match right before this, we don't necessarily have like Adelaide LaFay or Riley Diffin that you can just feed over and over. But we probably could do that with Danny if we really wanted to. Ooh, gosh. And that, you're right. Some of the stuff that these Spartan
Look
girls.
at it. 2 for 2 right there.
A net violation. Wildcats get the point.
Even without the net violation.
She would have had that kill, yes,
if we
for sure.
can just feed our hitters right now and get on a run and stay on a run. And we talk about it, the reverse sweep. That's what Grangeville pulled off in the last match against Orofino.
Come on, Paige.
And really, I think, you know, last year, Marinello was an all-leaguer last year. But it feels like really
Nice
there's
corner, Ella.
opportunity to kind of find that person to pick on a little bit and just go right at them over and over and over again. And it feels like they're starting to kind of do that a bit to Marinello, especially in that back row area. Quality serve right there. That one just kind of sank.
Good, and
Good.
she got back right into her position where she needed to be.
There's Aaliyah. That was
Yes.
tipped. Here comes a timeout. And this is a great timeout by Coach Ward. And watch, their high fives, good energy. And then watch the link up here. The way they all hug into this huddle is cute for one. Oh, they're not going to do it. I said it. Now they're not doing it.
Well, they got a coach in the middle right now. They probably will.
But it is one of my favorite things to see. Because when you're a coach in a program like this, and it's like, okay, culture builders, sometimes when you're building a culture, there's like little things that people do that at least 2 or 3 kids on the team are going to go, that's stupid, I don't want to do that. But you get like 4 or 5 of the girls to buy in, and before you know it, they're all hugging, they're all doing the things, and those are the times where you start to see a team like the 4th seeded Priest River Spartans have the league champs on the ropes like they do right now. Although, you know, Wildcats in a really good spot, up 5-1 here.
Was it a theme night tonight?
I think it was supposed to be neon.
Well, the coaches pulled through, but it doesn't look like anybody followed in suit.
Yeah. Yeah, Porter with a pink shirt and hat.
Oh.
Porter's a dutiful boyfriend, though.
Oh, yes, he is.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Blocked, but in, right?
Yep, that means she hit that with some power. That's good. You can get down under that block.
Wildcats up 6-1. I love watching coaches try to explain how you need to have your hands to block because it looks horrifically unnatural.
Oh, she was going for that short serve, which was open, but unfortunately just not enough.
Wildcats lead 6-2 here. Desi Humphrey serving for the Spartans. Danny, who has been so good for the Wildcats throughout this whole match. Go Reagan on the hit here, and that's going to drop in. Love it. Love what we're seeing here.
Who are you going with Wildcat player of the game so far?
Well, I mean, we haven't stuck to a team. I know it's the Wildcats, so we have to kind of pick a Wildcat, but I feel like Danny's probably been the clear-cut best player on the floor for both teams in my estimation. Ooh, that felt disjointed, but Wildcats get a free one here. That's who we want.
Yes.
Aaliyah.
She's 4 for 4.
Phil. Not to be confused with Aaliyah Phillip, who does not exist, despite what our old programs and sometimes PA announcer claim. Philp. Good hit there by Reagan Turner. There's Danny just driving like all of her force that she can put into those. Oh, goodness gracious.
Oh, go, go, go. Get up.
Oh! Ooh,
Oh.
net? No net? Are we not getting a net call right here? Jump ball. Okay, fine. We'll redo it.
I think on that one it was hard to tell if we did 4 or if they were in the net.
Yeah.
If they actually touched the ball when it hit the plane of the net.
Here comes a referee conference, but apparently the up judge. Yeah, let's take a look at the replay right behind you here. So 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, and then very much, I don't know if we get a good angle of how much net we get there, but we're going to stay with the mulligan. Coach Batchelder trying to get kind of a
Oh, yeah, she's
recap.
texting me as well. My mom would like to say she
Oh.
is watching from Cape Charles, Virginia.
Ooh. Okay, maybe a little ball don't lie action there. Serve goes into the net. Port Charles, Virginia?
Cape Charles.
Cape Charles.
Yeah, she moved herself to Maryland.
Oh. She like hurricanes and
We're not sure.
cold weather?
Oh, go, go, go. Yes, that
Get
was
it over.
as Cody. That was
Great.
beautiful.
Great, yeah. Was beautiful. Great hustle by the Wildcats. Oh, good hustle again. Good job, Aaliyah. Smart play by Aaliyah there to just get the ball over the net.
Yes.
And give the Wildcats a chance to reset, get back to their spots. And we talked about, like, heady plays. Sometimes the best play isn't always like for lack of a better term, the sexy play. You go up and, like, you get the hit that gets everybody on their feet, or the little trick hit. Like, sometimes it is just get it over the net and give your teammates a chance to reset. And that was a really smart play from a freshman. That's the kind of freshman we have. We got smart freshmen.
Ooh.
Oh, we got bodies hitting the deck right now. Good hustle.
I hate to see that because she did. She popped that up. It just went off her
It just
arm.
went the
and-
wrong way.
Yep.
Straight up, probably still make a play, but it went kind of off towards the back there, towards the baseline of the basketball court. Stutzky receives the serve. Ooh. Dakota, I don't know. I haven't seen much Dakota hitting from the back row. I'm sure she can probably do it. I don't know if that's the strategy we want to employ right now. I think we should probably just kind of keep going with what's been working.
Who's serving right now for pre-server?
I believe that is it not Desi Humphrey?
Yes. Good call,
I
Joe.
think it was Desi Humphrey serving.
No, she's coming out right now. That's not her, is that?
No, that's Peyton
Number 4.
Yount, Peyton Yount.
Oh, she had a nice serve.
She does a really good job hitting from the right side, which from what I've been told is a skill to be able to hit right from the right side. Ooh.
Oh, good, good.
Way to keep that one alive, girls. Ooh. A little discombobulated right now, it feels like. Oh, we're really getting into the meat of our rotation.
Yeah.
Cam McDonald coming in. She's one of these, another one of the freshmen. She's very similar to what you get from Dakota in terms of how they play the back row. Callie Clark on the hit there. No good. And Wildcats up 10-7 here. Would not be surprised to see a pretty substantial substitution coming up. Aubrey Groth, good hit. Oh.
Yes, there, we needed that. We needed to get out of this rotation.
And the Wildcats, the ability to score points when they are working through their rotation to give girls a chance to get a drink, catch their breath, like that's a positive. It's not just weathering the storm anymore. Like not only did you weather, but you put up a point here. Ooh, good kill there. That was a really aggressive high five there by Desi Humphrey. She's fun to watch.
Yeah, well, we started covering her online, and now she switched. She's hitting cross court now.
Which is what you would do if you were, right? Like, that's the strategy.
You'd want to, yeah.
Yeah. McDonald sets up to Henriksen here. Ooh, and sails that one. Not going away anytime soon are these Spartans. Up 2-0. They're not thinking they have any room to breathe, which is the exact mentality you want to have right here. Ooh.
Oh.
And bad set there from McDonald. Just, I think, a little too far over. Like, she's out of position, which puts Paige out of position on the hit. And now with just a 1-point lead, Coach Steph's going to take a timeout here.
That's what's hard sometimes about changing your whole rotation. Now, we were playing with the same girls for the first two. Now we got more in, and we all got to get accustomed to something new.
Sure.
Another run by Fish River. We were up 5-1. Now we're up 11-10.
So Spartans have responded with a 10-5 run here to, or I'm sorry, a 9-6 run to put themselves down by 1 here in this third set. And it's been, the Wildcats have been the really, really good in spurts of like 6 points. And then for whatever reason, the lapse in aggression and like the willingness to kind of, step on the throat. And then they've let the Spartans get back into this game. And right there though, Wildcats, if they can get the Spartans off balance, the Spartans' play isn't exactly predicated on their ability to be like the most aggressive at the net. They like to dig out the hits from the other team, just like Jen was saying earlier when we were talking about good, which was good, which was bad. Priest River's skill was that when they weren't forcing us to hit it long, when we were hitting it in, they were digging stuff out. So much like the match before us, we need to put pressure on them there where it's like, fine, we're just going to keep hitting it at you and hitting it at you until you make a mistake. And that one, just a tough spot to try to put a ball back into play there. McDonald kind of gets caught in the wash trying to make a play. And when the ball hits that net, and I don't know how that the way the ball rolls down in the net where it kind of like gets caught in the net for a second is a really weird thing. I don't know that I'd be able to play off that.
Oh, there we go.
Callie Clark is almost the hidden gem on this Wildcat team because she can come in and she does a lot of good things well. And one of them is she is a very, very good hitter and kind of a like underrated hitter if we're being honest. That was a great hit there. It's going to sail long. Wildcats letting Priest River make those mistakes. When you let Priest River get a little sloppy, like their game, make them be the aggressors and beat you. I would be intrigued by that strategy if the Wildcats can play some good defense and turn good defense into a little bit of offense.
Nice, Danny.
Kind of like, ooh, we're going to get a carry?
Yep.
Wildcats up 16-11, and I think we're going to get – Coach Ward might be thinking about a timeout here in the near future as well. The chess match between coaches in volleyball is kind of fun because sometimes the timeouts are because they have something to say. Sometimes it's purely to just stall momentum.
That was a nice serve.
Yance hit into the net. Wildcats up 17-11. A lot riding. I mean, the whole match riding on this set for the Wildcats. But the Wildcats are just snatching momentum from the jaws of the Spartans here. Punch over, and that's going to go long. 18-11. Wildcats have responded. Little run of their own. Love to see it. Wouldn't you know it? It's another Ella Regina serve run, though. Good hit.
Nice, Joe.
Oh, good hustle. Way to pop that up. Net
Yes.
crawler. Timeout. Great timeout coming. 19-11.
Did you see how Joe dug it over here in the left side and then was right back over on the right side?
Yeah.
She's everywhere.
Yeah, the hustle's incredible. She's doing a lot of good things. She might be kind of running that sneaky campaign to win player of the match, and for good reason. I mean, a lot of the things that, Danny, Callie, Aaliyah, Reagan, Paige, all of them have been able to do is really kind of off the hard work that Jordan is doing in that back row. Like, I can tell you, if I was a volleyball player, I would not be a libero. I am definitely a.
No, you would not, Josh.
I'm a front person, like middle. I'm definitely middle. I'm doing a little blocking. I'm doing a little hitting. I'm not doing what Jordan's doing. Even at my best peak shape, I'm not doing what Jordan was doing. So, when you start thinking about all the stats and the acclaim, and it's all on the backs of what little number 22 is just out there doing, flying around, scraping herself off the floor after, mid-play. Got to get up and finish the play. I think you're absolutely right, though. She's doing so much. Oh, goodness gracious. Ella.
What's her service run right now?
Ella's got it. I mean, what was it? It was a 10-11. It was 11-10, and then they scored, and then we scored. So 12, so 8.
Yeah.
She's on an 8-point run right now. 9. Oh. Aaliyah.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. And you know what? The student section could get on their feet.
Let me text her.
Yeah, do it. He's going to send you like some really crude emojis, but. Oh, there they go. They're standing up. They're feeling it. Foreign exchange student doing a really good job. I don't know if you've had a chance to meet our foreign exchange students. They are fun. They came to open gym the other night. They are fun. Antoine and Antonio.
Which one are those? Is that the one in the tank top?
That's Antoine.
Okay.
Yeah. And Antonio's right behind him with the glasses.
Yes.
Look at that.
Ella, you are killing it.
Ella is on, would be a 11-point serve run right now.
Close it out.
God, if I was Coach Steph Batchelder, I wouldn't even let him get off the floor. I would,
Yes.
yeah. The second this set is over, I'm not even taking, we're just staying there. You just stay there for 3 minutes and wait.
Not only has she been on a service run, she just got that little dump and got us another point.
Love it. Love it. Making plays at both lines. It really does feel like Ella could be, double hit. That'll do it. Wow. Wow. 25-11. A 13-point serve run for Ella Regina. And how bad did they need that?
They needed that. She definitely just pushed us through that match.
All right, well, that'll do it. Wildcats take set number 3. It's a 2-1 match in favor of the Spartans right now. We're going to be back with the pivotal set number 4. Thanks for watching Wildcats Live. Wildcats come back in set number 3 behind a 13-point serve run by freshman Ella Regina to take set number 3 25-11 and put the Wildcats in killer position to get themselves back in this match. Little ace there by the Spartans. I love how there's not a ton of, there's not very many unique celebrations anymore. Like, everyone kind of does the same goofy little ace celebration. I love it. And we're going to get a bad rotation there.
Let's see. Yep. But who was it?
I
don't think Steph's even sure.
We're getting those are the things. What are we doing here? Yeah, that's.
It's looking like maybe Reagan can't be behind, or was something with Reagan, one of the back row players, I do believe, but I'm not sure.
Gotcha. Wildcats put themselves in an immediate 2-0 hole. That's not the way we wanted to start this one off. A little push over the net there by Dakota Hoke. Ortley.
Watch that line. Nice, Joe.
Good left-handed hit there. I think that is so challenging for teams. They don't just, they're never ready for it. It's so unfamiliar. Good.
Nice, Danny. See, Danny and Ella are giving me a run for Wildcats Live player of the game.
I agree. I think we'll have to have a really, really good discussion here. You know, we fired a poll up in one of our last matches, so we can go poll here, but.
And then even Aaliyah coming off the bench, she went 4 for 4. So it's like one of those things like we talked about earlier. They're all kind of matched. But Ella and Danny are definitely standing out to me tonight.
Yeah. Ooh, good hustle by Paige there. Way to just put your body on the line. Great hit by Aaliyah. Ooh. Oh. Sometimes it's not pretty. Net sends it vertical, and then it drops haphazardly under the Wildcat side of the court. Not a whole lot you can do about it either. Ooh. Ooh. Little push over the net there by Danny. Yaunt, spike goes back row. Ooh. You know, Jordan usually jumps when she hits. Might be the first time I've seen her try to do it flat-footed since she kind of made that part of her repertoire. Wildcats down 4-1. This serve goes really oddly, wonky. She serves from, looking down the barrel.
Nice. There. See, Joe's got her number tonight, which I like a lot. She's playing her good. She's adjusting to where she needs to adjust.
Figured out how to play behind those front row.
Yeah, she just got her in line, and then she adjusted and got her in the center here. So Joe's doing good, too, see?
Yeah. Oh!
That was a good hustle play by Paige there.
Paige. You know, Paige, for as athletic she is, she doesn't have a lot of meat on the bones.
No.
You can only dive like that on a hard basketball court so many times, and she just looks like she's feeling it right now. Yeah, her knee looks like it hurts a little bit.
Well, the basketball court isn't what you call soft.
No, that's fair. It's not a soft landing space. And she dives. Timeout, Steph Batchelder here. Wildcats down 5 here.
Not where we want to be.
No, and you know it's really interesting because and maybe we only feel like it's just us because we watch so much Kellogg volleyball, and maybe other teams have this and we just don't know about it. But the emotional hangovers that come with big momentum shifts. So some teams it's you win a big game and then the next game you have a whole emotional hangover game, similar to, let's say, Alabama beating Georgia and then losing to Vanderbilt the next week. It almost seems like we get those emotional hangovers in sets. It's not even like match specific. We will have a really good set, and then something happens and it takes us out of it, and then it's just like we can't quite get back to that killer level of intensity that we had before. And we're going to have to find it quick. Otherwise, we're going to be playing a lot of volleyball tomorrow if we want to get to the state tournament. Oh.
No, that's not what we want to see out of a timeout.
And, the Wildcats rallied from a bigger deficit in that match against Grangeville. It was a 14-4 situation. They came back and won it, although that was in a match where they held the lead. Oh. And this is just...
Looks like we're getting a little bit down on ourselves. We got to get the morale up here. We need a side out.
Okay.
Oh, see? And Danny Hendrickson coming in. We needed that.
Yeah, she's been kind of the anchor all night. And Simon and I talked about this a lot at the beginning of the year, where as everyone was kind of finding their chemistry, especially with a lot of these younger players coming in, Danny was the constant. It was, Danny's been doing this now. I think the longest tenured member of the varsity team. Reagan and Aubrey had done some floating and played JV, but Danny had been very key to the varsity rotation since she walked through the high school doors. So she was really the stabilizing force during those first few weeks of the season. And, great hit by Aaliyah right there. It's always fun when you get like a really good angle on one.
Look at Bella coming off the bench, 2 for 2 there.
Bella Schilleriff.
Yeah.
Another freshman, right?
Yep.
Job by Danny.
Which you hate to see Paige go out.
No, but it really kind of looked like she needed it.
Yeah, it looks like she might have hurt something.
Oh, that's out. Gosh, this little line judge right here really gets into it. I don't know if you watch his little power pose, but I'm a big fan of it. Wildcats, a little run here. They're down 5. It was 8-1. It's 8-3 now. Opportunity to really, really get back into this fourth set. Oh, Ella's serve. Ella is such a feast or famine server. She's been, 13-point runs, and then, if it's not over the net, it's into the net. Ooh.
Out.
Oof.
Ooh, we got lucky there.
Yeah, Marinello keeps that one in play. Probably shouldn't have. Oh, Reagan. Crafty.
That was risky there.
Aaliyah keeps it in play for the Wildcats. Oh.
Nice, Joe. Come on, Danny.
Wow, that felt like a carry, but.
Oh, good job, Danny.
That was just a lot of patience and a lot of trust in people just doing their job. You've got one of your better players getting a drink, getting physically right. Paige looks like she's set to come back in the match. Wildcats down 5 here.
Oh, go, go, go. Oh. That's unfortunate.
Danny almost trying to do a little too much there. Is that what that is? Like not trusting Bella to maybe make the play?
No, I don't think necessarily. I think probably communication is loud in here.
Okay.
And one of those things, you don't want the ball to hit the floor.
Sure.
So you're going to try for it, right?
Yeah.
And I've talked to Bella. She's very quiet.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know about her on the volleyball court.
Oof. That was the first hit that's come off of Aaliyah's hands wrong all match long. Wildcats back down 7, 11-4. Gonna need some big time play here. Oh. Aubrey gets it over, and asking players to do stuff outside their comfort zone. Wildcats down 12-4. Wildcats handed a golden opportunity, too, with Grangeville beating Orofino earlier in the afternoon.
Nice, Aubrey.
And big hit by Aubrey.
Great growth. We needed that.
And at this juncture, the Wildcats are just worried about winning set number 4. They're not even thinking about tomorrow. But from where we're sitting, opportunities like having a shot at the 3 seed in a district championship match, that doesn't happen too often. 13-5. Wildcats had it within 5 just a few possessions ago. And it really feels like Priest River is, again, it's not always the prettiest style of volleyball that they play. It seems more predicated on hustle and like defense as opposed to the ability to like set somebody up at the net really well.
Oh.
And we might be close to a timeout here. Yeah, we're going to get one. And the Spartans are up 10. It's going to take. And we've got a crowd who's apathetic and just like shrugging because we don't get excited unless they play good. No, sometimes they play good because you're excited. And they don't seem to understand that. Oh, goodness. And Priest River definitely is having some fun in their huddle. And the road to the state tournament is not going to be easy for whichever team wins or loses this. Grangeville looked really good to close out Orofino last night. And Orofino is going to be on the warpath, and there's a good chance that these two teams could meet tomorrow at some point as well, depending on the outcome. Good hit there by Paige Regina. And you said it yourself, it's really hard to beat a team 3 times. And for as hot as we started this match, like the cool down was like Ice Age level.
It's hard to beat a team 3 times and then a team that already got to play once today too.
Yeah. And some teams react very differently.
Yes.
Good block there. But some teams react very differently. Sometimes playing one is detrimental. You could be tired, like Aaliyah Jensen has not been in this match. She's been hurt. So one of their better front net players not in this match. And, that can be demoralizing. That can also be galvanizing. And here's the Wildcats on a little run of their own. They're back within 7.
So the sisters are switching spots here. We had Ella on the serving. Now we got Paige on the hitting.
Love it. Love it.
She's smart, though. She's seen that block and knew to tip that over.
Oh. Is that not 4 hits? Wow. Everything about that felt really chaotic.
Yeah.
Ooh. Hustle from these Spartans. Danny getting a break right now. She's got to get back in this. It really almost feels like we're missing kind of that home run hitter.
Yeah.
Punch into the net. And you can't sub mid-rotation, right? That's that's one of the things I'm not entirely certain on the rules.
Yeah. You know, it's been a lot of years. I know Jo can go for anyone in the back row because she's the libero, but,
Okay.
you know, I'm not really sure on
Gotcha.
It's been a while.
That's fair.
Ooh,
Ooh, good hustle there. Free ball. Ooh,
good corner.
good way to be there, Dakota. Hadley Bush. Send it.
Ooh, nice, Paige.
Woo! And here comes a timeout from Coach Ward. 5-0 run for the Wildcats. And suddenly there's some life in this gym.
Paige just came on fire right there. She just, I don't know what, crawled up her. I don't know if it was getting hurt or what, but she just came back in with some vengeance.
You know, when
I know, there's a lot tonight.
When you're as high level a volleyball player as Paige is, and you've played as much high level volleyball as she's played, like sometimes like the idea of kind of going out on a whimper, like you would almost rather like I'll go out there and I'll look foolish if it's me being the try hard, hustle all over the place, get in your face, clap. I would rather do that than go out apathetically, you know? And I feel like for as quiet and mild-mannered as Paige normally is,
I love her new little point thing she's doing this year, too. I like it.
her leadership
It's huge.
is huge. And, you know, for a long time, like Gracelyn Nearing, that was kind of her role where she was very skilled and, you know, played second fiddle at times to like Haley and some of the other girls. But without her being kind of that mild-mannered killer in the face of some of the situations the Wildcats found themselves in, they would have struggled without her. So I'm not surprised. 6-0 run here for the Wildcats, down 4. Suddenly this feels,
Well, they're feeding off a Paige right now.
yeah, and a little bit of energy from the crowd. Just a great hit there, or serve there.
Nice, Reagan. Way to be there for tip coverage.
Ooh. Desi Humphrey.
Oh, beautiful, Hadley.
Desi Humphrey was of the mind that she was about to end the run. Like the windup on this hit here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
We're getting a line call.
No, they're saying Aubrey Groth was in the net, but I thought that was all Hadley. Clean solo block right there, but maybe I missed something.
Oof, what just a demoralizer. Wildcats gonna sub here. Cam McDonald back in for Reagan Ortley. And sheesh, that kind of sucked the wind right out of the room a little bit.
We just need to answer right here.
Ooh. That's gonna sail long. Wildcats down 17-11. Gosh, it's amazing how 1 point in either direction feels so bad.
I don't like that we don't have Danny on the court.
Yeah.
I'd like to see her come back in.
Hadley playing all over the place right now. Love the effort. That's really what she brings to the table here.
Yes!
And that one, leave nothing on the floor there.
Oh, here she comes. Oh, maybe it was just that long of a rotation for her to get back in there.
And we went on a good run. I mean, you know, the damage wasn't, no damage was done really while she was on the bench. Ooh. Good hustle there. Ooh, off the ceiling. That's going to come down funny.
Ooh, that was.
The old curved ceilings of Andrews Gymnasium really make things kind of challenging.
Oh.
Dakota just pushed one right off Paige Regina's face. And I think she's going to get a – nope, she's staying in. She's gutting it out. She's tough. Wildcats down 18-12. Still doable. Danny,
Nice, Danny.
doing
Yes.
Danny things.
That's why we wanted her back in there.
We only have white golf banners in here. We can't hit the white ones. Danny kind of settles things back down. Hopefully Paige is good. She took a volleyball right off the beak there. Oh, weird little punch over.
Ooh, nice.
Good hustle there by Cam.
Ooh, good corner, Paige.
Uh-oh.
Okay, she's coming in my running for Wildcats Live.
And she's tough. She is tough.
She's taking control of this third set, or fourth set, excuse me.
Fourth set.
Tammy Atkins just texted into and said Paige.
Like.
That'd be back to back, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, over Adley. Ooh.
Ooh.
Right? She was last.
Yeah, she was. And she's playing this. I mean, she might have a black eye tomorrow. Like and some bruised ribs. She's going to be coming in no matter what the Wildcats are doing. She's going to come in feeling today.
Ooh, nice, Danny.
Wildcats really just like.
What's she up to on kills tonight?
I mean, I don't think we have the active stats. We don't keep active stats, Jen.
I
We got to be better about it. I'm gonna say that she's at least at a dozen.
Oh, she's got to be.
A dozen pretty easily. I think her season high might be 19. Can't give them away. And Ella, for as good as that 13-point run was last set, her last two serves have been in the net.
We need this back right here.
Yeah, got to get it back, and then we got to turn it on. Ooh,
Yeah.
right
Why
there.
wouldn't you go to her? Feed her.
Yeah, all day. Danny serving for us. This is good.
Yes.
16-20 match right now. Wildcats cannot trade points. We are going to have to be good here. Kind of a unorthodox hit there. Yeah, hats off to the Spartans. They have played very well throughout the day to, Oh, net, that's good. There's a little bit of fresh air for the Wildcats. Now Miss Aaliyah.
Oh, we haven't seen her serve tonight.
Yeah, this will be her first time serving. And my goodness, high pressure situation for the freshman. That's out. And cheerleaders showing why they're cheerleaders right there. Want no part of that ball. Wildcats down 3. This is a time where you kind of learn who you are. And a freshman who's played a lot of high-level volleyball, doing a lot of good things for this Wildcat team, both at the serve line and as a hitter. Oh. 22-18. It's a double elimination tournament, so let's just make sure we're very clear. Like the loser of this it's not an end of the world situation. The road just gets significantly more difficult.
I was hoping we would keep the serve so we didn't get their good left side hitter back in.
Yeah.
Kept her in the back row.
Great block. Wildcats flying around like women possessed right now. Good
Ooh,
block.
nice,
Way to
Paige.
get on it. Good decision there to put that. Oh, Dakota was there. It was good hustle. She's a little late on that pancake. Ball doesn't kind of come up the way we need it to. And Wildcats down 5, 23-18. This Priest River team. Oof. Hit sails long, 24-18. And Priest, really, by doing what they've done all year, has been just, they've been very solid. It's never the flashiest game of volleyball. Dakota digs it out. Reagan, little trick shot over the net there. Desi Humphreys kill. My goodness gracious. Paige making the solid play here.
Oh, nice, Paige.
Great block there. And that'll do it.
That's why I wanted
Priest
her
River.
to stay in the back row.
Priest River takes it 25-18. Holy cow. I mean, I think it's pretty simple. We do the player of the match goes to Paige.
Yes.
No questions asked. Paige or Danny. I mean, I don't know if we want to have that discussion now. If it's Paige, we'll let them know, but.
Yeah, it's Paige. You gotta go with it.
So, tough outing for the Wildcats. Don't love the result here, but it's not over. Priest River advances to the district championship match tomorrow against Grangeville at noon. The Wildcats will take on Orofino at 2.
Yep.
The winner of that matchup will play the loser of the district championship match at 5. So, tough outing. No one likes to lose. We don't really ever like when Kellogg loses, but there's plenty of time for the Wildcats to right the ship. Nothing about what they're going to have to do tomorrow is anything. They won't have to beat anyone that they haven't already beat to get to that playing game. So, we can take a deep breath. We still have a lot of volleyball to play. But in the meantime, we're going to close up shop here. We got to get all of our equipment up to Teeters Field because we have a football game in less than 3 hours. At 7 o'clock, Kellogg Wildcats are going to kick off against the Grangeville Bulldogs for senior night. If you can't make it to Teeters Field, join us on Wildcats Live. For Buckco, Alex Cassidy, Simon Miller, Easton Town, and Jen Kroc, I'm Josh McDonald. Thanks for watching Wildcats Live. We'll see you in a little bit.